Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we got a lot to get into. I'm talking rumors. I'm talking crazy things on the defense as it pertains to Jordan Davis and TJ Edwards / Nakobe Dean. I'm talking about offensive stats that nobody has done thus far pertaining to the three Batmen. Yes, skinny, swole, and fast. And last but not least, we can't be sleeping on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking Sixers and the Bird Gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast, and today we gonna get right into it, but before we do that, I gotta ask y'all a favor. Help your boy out, hit the like. Y'all been killing it. Subscribe, ding the bell as well. We trying to grow notification gang, and check out the link in the description. We got a chat that we talk Eagles behind the YouTube scenes in. It's over 240 great people. I appreciate y'all. Let's jump right in first to the rumors. So ML Football said the hashtag Eagles are expected to have interest in the outside linebacker / defensive end market, per Inside the Birds. This could mean a free agent or trade as they look to add after losing Derek Barnett in week 1 to a torn ACL. Well, let's just say this. Against the Washington football team, it didn't look like we need help across the D-line. And Jordan Davis was applying pressure. We're going to get to that stat in a little bit, but 9 sacks, we went through all that. My thing is this, though. How much do the Eagles believe in Patrick Johnson? He's played a lot. Well, he played a lot against Washington. Now, we were up big, and he actually showed me something. He was pretty vibrant off the ball, showed aggressiveness. He had a motor. He had a motor. But there could be a guy out there we add because the Eagles want to keep their D-line fresh. I love what they're doing with Javon Hargrave, Fletcher Cox, and even Brandon Graham rotating. BG and Fletch have played the least amount of snaps they ever played, and they're being so productive. 6 sacks, 3 apiece. So stay tuned and let's see via free agency and or trade as the Eagles keep winning, cough, cough, 3-0, we might add to this pass rush, and it's only going to make the defense better. Now, let's move along and look at this real quick, because when you think of the Jacksonville Jaguars, you think of always drafted in the top 5, a bad football team, but do not sleep on them. You cannot sleep on them. Since losing week 1 to the Washington football team, they have won back-to-back against the Colts and the Chargers. Now, I'm going to start to dive into the tape to see what they do well and not, but Trevor Lawrence was the AFC Player of the Week. He had like 275, 280 yards, but he was 72% completion percentage, so he was efficient, and he had 3 touchdowns. And they did outscore the Colts 24-0 and the Chargers 38-10. I know the Chargers were missing some players on the defensive side of the ball, and Herbert got hurt, but that was at the end of the game. Still, that's a combined 62-10 in the last 2, and Doug Peterson has it out for us. Maybe not in general, because he does love the city of Philadelphia. You can hear how he talks about us, but he would love to beat Howie Roseman after the whole not get along situation. So definitely, we're going to be diving in Thursday, Friday, Saturday into the Jags film and statistical errors, right? Are they a heavy run team, pass? How does their offensive line look? All that stuff. Leave your thoughts in the comments if you got any right now. Maybe I'll bring them into my videos in the upcoming days. Let's talk about Jordan Davis's best game real quick, right? So Thomas said Jordan Davis generated 4 quarterback pressures on 14 pass rush attempts yesterday. Well, not yesterday, on Sunday. But that's crazy. Now, I'm not saying he was only in for 14 snaps. Some of them were runs. We know he's been able to clog up the middle and help with the run-stopping ability. Cool. But now he's getting quarterback pressures on a limited snaps. That just means he can start to play more. He's currently the 8th highest graded D tackle in the NFL at 80.3. And I want to show you the 4 pressures. Let's look at him real quick. In the middle, he's just going to beat the center. Look, he gets the PBU or he gets a deflection. Here, That could have been a sack. Wentz slipped through his fingers, and T.J. Edwards cleans it up. On this play, he just pushes 71 into Wentz and kind of makes Wentz get the ball out early, and it goes for 2 or 3 only. Last but not least, look how quick he beats the center. Now, he goes to the running back, but again, that is a pressure. He made Carson throw the ball quicker than he wanted to. It was an incomplete, but his swim move is pretty darn good, and he's not known for rushing the passer. 4 hurries, he could have had his first sack, but I love that the Eagles are allowing him to be out there on passing downs now. Early in the season, it was rushing only, get him off for passing. And I do like how the Eagles came out against the Washington football team with 3 D tackles, Fletch, Hargrave, Jordan Davis. Then you had Sweat on one side, you had BG on the other side. I lied. BG wasn't there. So Hassan Reddick was there. So there was a 5-man front, minus BG. BG's playing tremendous with less snaps, though. So again, 3D tackles, 2 defensive ends, 5-man front, one of them being Hassan Reddick, who sometimes drops back, but it is what it is. I just love the flow for Jordan Davis. Now let's look at T.J. Edwards. Jonathan Gannon spoke about Nakobe Dean's role, how he's learning, he's still progressing, and he looks good in practice. But T.J. Edwards is the second highest graded linebacker in the NFL at 84.9. Second best overall. You got guys like Micah Parsons and the guy from the Niners who rush the passer a lot. That's not what he does. He got some sacks this year. He covers. He stops the run. Overall, linebacking responsibilities, the Mike linebacker, he's the second graded because of all the things he does well. Dropping back in zone, playing the running back in the tight end, out the backfield, in the flats, in the slot. Just the ability him to be versatile. He's balling. I ain't mad at it at all. Nakobe Dean will learn from guys like T.J. Edwards, Kaiser White, who's also balling, and he will get his turn. He will get his turn. When he does, he got to make plays, and his time will come. Mind you, T.J. Edwards sat on the bench for the Eagles for how many years? He's learned. Now he's playing like a top 5 linebacker overall, second graded by PFF, because he waited his turn. Nakobe Dean was still a beautiful draft pick. You can't always think for the now. Think for the future, too, which the Eagles got set up right, because right now, the Saints stink. And it's looking like we might have a top 7, top 5, top 4 pick, especially with their injuries at the quarterback position. Now, let's go to this stat right here. And this is crazy. The starting trio of wide receivers for the Philadelphia Eagles, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Quez Watkins, are the only trio to all have a 45-plus yard catch. Talk about not knowing where the big play's coming from. How do you know where the big play's coming from? They all have a catch through 3 weeks of 45-plus. No other trio has that. You might have a guy like Tyreek Hill with 2, Waddle with 1, but their third guy don't. That is big playability from 1, 2, 3 guys on your team. If you look to shut this one down, it's this turn. This one's down, it's this turn. And let's not forget Dallas Goedert. He don't got a 45-plus yard game, but he also led the Eagles in receiving week 2. So through 3 weeks, 3 different leading receivers. A.J. Brown week 1, 155. Dallas Goedert week 2, 82. Although everybody was close, we had 4 players over 60 yards. 4 receivers over 60. And then week 3 goes to Devontae Smith, a $169. Yard-wise, we got 3 guys. Big play, we got 3 guys. And Dallas Goedert can make some big plays. Don't discredit that at all. It's wild. This Eagles offense and defense is putting up numbers in the first 3 weeks where, we're here. Why do you think we're going up on the power rankings? And I know that Jalen Hurts is a big part of it because he's playing tremendous. But I think because we're focused on Jalen Hurts, we're not giving credit to guys like Jonathan Gannon, T.J. Edwards, just the different amount of guys. The offensive line has been great. This whole team is playing great. But the leader is none other than Jalen Hurts. And the guys that everybody questioned was Jalen Hurts. So he's still going to be the headline of the Philadelphia Eagles. But our safeties, our corners, our linebackers, our D-line, our offensive line, everything's playing great. Running backs were a little suspect last week, but in the totality of the season, great. Last but not least, before we get out of here, look at this. Jason Kelsey said that I'm going to be the fourth Batman. He said, if we score on a screen pass, the next screen pass we score on, I'm taking the cape from AJ and I'm wearing it. Call me Fat Batman. Let's listen to what he said.
Man, skinny Batman, and fast Batman. Dude, it was a great.
That's good.
We got swole Batman, skinny Batman, and fast Batman. Dude, it was a great.
That's good. That's a good bit.
That's grade A stuff from my man Slay.
So what about Fat
so
Batman?
Now,
are you ever going to be able to wear the cape?
Listen,
are you Fat Man? Fat
listen,
Batman?
If we score on a screen, I'm getting that cape and I'm being Fat Batman. I promise you that. That is going to happen. The next screen we score on, Fat Batman is going to be on the sideline. The Batman cape, love the comment.
Fat Batman will be on the sideline. He said it right there, right there. He also said, I cut it off, that he just loves the fact that these guys are doing that and they're confident in their game, but they're not just doing the talking, they're also doing the walking. A.J. Brown deserved to wear that cape yesterday. All the wide receivers can wear the cape. 3 Batmans. As Darius Slay said, soon to be fourth. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section when it comes to all this stuff. We cannot sleep on the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going to start jumping into tape. We're going to talk about all that Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I appreciate y'all. Help your boy out. Hit the like button. It's free. It's easy. And it grows the channel. Subscribe and ding the bell. The more people who got notification hit, the stronger we be as a unit. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. We out.